What is going on, people? You already know who it is inside the building today. You already know. It's your boy, G Money, aka Everything. Today on Weapons of Man, episode 14, we will be talking about the blade. Now, I'm gonna try to be extremely fast when I'm trying to explain what it is I'm trying to explain with you guys today, but also I want to take my time. Today we're gonna focus on single-edged, okay? Not double-edged today. Single-edged, but not only just single-edged. We will be working with the single edge in the Hubad position form, and we're going to talk about that. Okay, so today I want to discuss how do we come from an ice pick grip straight down to continue. Now, if you remember in the previous video, that slash here, remember, it's just a slash. Those are just drills. Okay, so now what I want to do is, how do we get here down? Correct? That is the question. Now, here's some of the problems with that. If some of you guys are out here doing your Hubad drill, or you're in a real altercation and you have somehow survived and now you're watching this video, if you're stabbing someone like this, or you're trying to come down completely, this is not it. You can actually disarm yourself with this entire action coming straight through. Because believe it or not, once this edge, if you're swinging at a whatever, how many miles per hour, 100 miles per hour, whatever, it doesn't matter. But what I'm saying is, if you're swinging with all your might, chances are this edge right here is going to poke the skin, and it's not going to go all the way through. It's going to here, and then it's going to fold down just like that in the fall, and then you've just disarmed yourself. Now you have no weapon. That's what we don't want to happen today, and that's what I'm getting ready to explain. All right, so let's talk about it. So first thing first, what I want to do is, I'm going to deploy my weapon. I've got my weapon. Remember, we're working from the ice pick grip right here in that Hubad position. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you how to continue that same flow all the way straight down without losing momentum, or little momentum as possible. Okay? So let's talk about it. Now, I got my left foot forward like always here, right? So I got the knife in my left hand, right? So what I want to do is, when I'm coming down here, as soon as I make contact with the person or whatever, as soon as I make contact, guess what I'm getting ready to do? Now I'm going to switch my blade downward. Did you see that? This when you switch your blade here like this, if you remember, like I said, you can disarm yourself if you're cutting someone or trying to stab them or whatsoever. You can disarm yourself if this tip right here catches onto them and the blade falls. We don't want that, because you just disarm yourself and now you're done. You probably don't have anything else to protect yourself with. Now, you're going to take this blade just like this in this Hubad drill. Watch this. I'm coming straight down. As I make contact, you have to know in your mind. You have to know this in your mind. As soon as I make contact and you feel your fingers loosening up the grip, remember, you need to keep this tight. What you want to do is, in this situation, you're going to want to turn the blade into an inward downward strike, to an inward downward cut. So I'm going here as I turn the blade straight down. That way, here's the science in that. If I'm coming down here, boom, and if I feel like I'm stopping, I can turn the blade just like this in a downward position and continue the same momentum all the way through my object or person or whatever. Does that make sense? So Let's do it. Okay. So I got my left foot forward again. I'm going here. Remember, try to picture in your mind the blade is stopping. So I'm here, the blade stops, and you should train this on like a tree or something like that. So if you would want to try to stab the tree, say you stabbed it and it's stuck, you can turn the blade and continue to bring the blade straight down. Okay, so I want you to practice that as much as possible, and you'll see that the blade will continue to drive straight through the object by itself. So you're going to here, and you're going to turn the blade. This is all one this is all one strike. This is all one momentum slash. So you're going to go here, boom. Did you see that? Let's see it again, okay? So I'm going here, boom. Did you see that? I'm turning my hand. I am turning my hand. And once I've turned and went through, obviously I can continue to do what else that I need to do. So I'm turning here, turn. Right? Now I'm going to switch sides. Now I'm on this side. Remember, keep the same momentum. You don't want no stoppage. That's the whole point. When you're doing Hubad drill, it's you've seen those, Michael Myers grip, Michael Myers films and stuff like that. When he trying to stab you, sometimes he'll stop. But what he don't know is when you come through, you can actually turn the blade this way and continue that same force all the way through a person. That blade isn't going to stop. And that's with single edged. Okay, you can do that. You can do that same drill with double edged. Okay, but right now, this video is dedicated to the people as single edge weapons. So let's do it again. As I'm coming down, I'm turning the blade. I'm coming back this way. Remember, you always want to keep that distance. I'm pushing away, okay? And turn and retract again. Now I'm coming right back again to Hubad position, the ice pick grip. Turn, remember, turn the blade. Turn the blade, okay? Now back on this side again. As I'm stabbing, I'm turning the blade. I'm making contact here. So this is my contact point. Remember, as soon as you make contact, that's when you should turn the blade. Contact here. So you have to know mentally how hard and how fast I'm trying to cut my opponent, so that way I know when I need to switch. Does that make sense? So if I'm here, contact is here, and I'm turning the blade and I'm coming straight down. So here, remember at this point, the blade is in the person. So if I'm here, it's in the person. But I want to continue straight down without trying to disarm my own self, because that's what happens. When you come here, turn. That blade is going to rip right through them. Just like knife through a butter, baby. So keep training that, and as the weeks progress, we'll get into even more complicated small drills in between, so that way it can help you continue your flow with your training. Okay, so like I always say, remember, stay training.